What's up, guys? Welcome to the Make It Happen podcast. This is episode 34. I'm your host, Mr. Make It Happen, and I'm joined on the couch by my good friends, Rhino, Jamel, Big Moody behind the boards. Today is Monday, Make It Happen Monday. We are in September. I think this is the second episode of September. I don't know why I said that, but it kind of feels like the month is just kicking off because a lot has happened in the last few days. The skillets are back in stock. We just closed the deal on the barbecue sauce. 3 new seasoning flavors are coming out. My first ever solo cookbook is officially available for pre-order right now at MrMakeItHappen.com. The first 500 copies I'm going to hand sign. I think we might be getting kind of close to that number already. So I may have to extend that number and just get carpal tunnel trying to sign all those books. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm very grateful for all the support on the cookbook already. The restock of the skillet's been doing really well. This is my time of the year. I think we're turning a corner a little bit. We had a few bumps in the road just, during the summer. A lot of stuff's been going on, but I think that things are kind of falling into place right now. I feel good.
That's good.
How y'all feeling?
I'm good. Like you said, it do feel like the September been here for a while, but it's only the 9th.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know what's going on.
I think ever since we ate those chicken sandwiches today, I've been in a great mood. It's just like the mood just said, just been on
good.
a high.
We ate a lot today.
Yeah, I'm still
Chicken
full.
sandwiches set the tone.
When I got home, I think it might have been the donuts. Like I had like a crash. I was just like,
That just felt bad.
like I needed a nap.
Yeah.
I couldn't take one, but I just felt down. Like I had to lay down for a second.
Me and Mel was about to shoot some more content.
Yeah, I should have. Why didn't y'all?
Go to crowd too far away.
Yeah.
They closed the one down the
yeah,
street.
trying to see who can eat the most plates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who y'all think eat the most plates?
Me for sure.
I'm not a
I don't know.
I'm
I
not a
don't know,
volume eater in a certain setting. I need like time.
I don't think
in
any
between.
of us is like just massive.
I have
plates.
my days where I just can't get full, and I just keep going.
But it's like spread out throughout the day. Type.
yeah,
Not
and
at
like
one
it's not
sitting.
like a whole lot.
yeah.
Usually I'll eat like a lot of different things, but not a lot of.
Because we
one
watched your
thing.
boy
Yeah.
Joey Chestnut eat how many hot dogs today?
82?
Was it
I think
83.
84.
83. He stopped.
83.
Yeah,
83 hot dogs.
And how long? How long was it?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah, that's crazy. They said it was what, over 20,000 calories
Between the two of them.
between the two of them. Okay, I mean that's still.
But
Still a lot.
just watching them, I'm like, yo, it just looks so painful.
The thing about when I eat a lot of food is like pleasurable. That
I know
doesn't
how
look-
I felt today.
Yeah,
And that's a fairly reasonable day.
that's like at least
But
8 times more than that.
83 hot dogs?
Yeah.
There's no way. I
There's
can't
no
do
way.
it. No chance.
I couldn't even do 83.
How many hot dogs
sliders.
could you eat
I don't aspire.
in 10 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know 83 if anything I can eat in 10 minutes.
I don't know if it's 83
Skittles?
or anything. Yeah, maybe
Fucking
Skittles,
Reese's
Maybe.
Pieces.
But how many dogs could you take down in 10 minutes?
I might could give you a good 6 to 7.
6 dogs?
6
without
dogs.
with feeling miserable or without it.
I don't know how many dogs can you get down.
I was gonna say probably like 5 or 6.
10 minutes?
In 10 minutes, I might can't do 6 or 7 in 10 minutes.
Well, how many bites? What, 3 bites in a hot dog?
Then I'm rushing.
3 to
though. I'm not
4,
trying to-
yeah.
I don't like to rush to do
yeah.
anything.
Yeah. I think that bread gonna take me out early. That bread and that water gonna take
So
me
everybody,
In 10 minutes, I can give you a good
the
4.
under 8? So everybody under 8 in
For
10
sure.
minutes.
out.
Yeah.
Probably.
For
No, I
sure.
probably 9 just because you said we all
Just
going
go.
8.
I just don't want to be seen scarfing down glizzies like that. Like,
Turning around.
My man 884 was proud,
or
like
reckless
yeah.
abandon, like just
Oh man.
with speed and dexterity.
I did a pecan pie competition when I was younger just to get free pecan pie, and I was up there chilling. just
Pecan
taking my
pie is
time.
trash.
How many did you have?
I love
Like,
pecan pie.
like
That's
was like
ridiculous.
a couple pies did you had to eat or?
Yeah, they was like mini
It's
jumps.
too sweet.
Okay.
Oh, I
just
could
take it.
house many.
But I
sweet-
just wanted free pecan pie.
The
I
little
wasn't trying
pie-
to win.
That's an underrated thing from childhood. When's the last time you seen one of them little ass pies?
They come in like the brown
the
box.
personal joint.
Yeah.
Somebody used to make them, but I
Yeah.
never had them like
Ooh.
from the
Walmart
store.
sell
They good.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Marcella.
I could eat a lot of those.
They good.
You know what
The
I can eat a
little
lot
water,
of?
the little 2 biters, basically.
Yeah.
The lemon pound cake loaves. That they
Who's had a
sell in
flyer?
the plastic container.
How you go from that to that?
That's better than pecan pie.
No, it's not.
Pecan
no.
pie too sweet.
You eat candy yams like it's nothing. But
They
pecan
don't be
pie
too
is too
sweet.
sweet. What?
Candy yams can be too sweet, but the ones I like don't be too sweet.
Pecan pie.
It's
I don't
very
think
sweet.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I like it. I mean, it's
I
pie.
just- I just-
What's this? What other flavor you looking for on a pie?
Yeah.
Not over sweetness.
I just think at this point I don't want to eat to feel miserable no more.
I eat sweet potato pie till I'm miserable for sure. I eat the whole
That's a
thing.
lot of shit I eat till I'm miserable.
Yeah.
But I gotta
Yeah.
fucking stop. I'm getting fat. I'm
just-
211
it just-
right now.
It just don't
Shit
feel
ain't
good.
It's not
Yeah.
going well for your boy. I'm gonna get it right though. I gotta dial it in. I've been
when
talking
you-
about the same shit for years now.
When you can really eat a light is when you're by yourself in the comfort of your own home. So no one will actually really witness you.
Just doing
Yeah, just
reckless
going
shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about being by yourself is like you could really.
Yeah. Ain't nobody in here to judge you.
You just,
I don't
think
never
it was-
care about that type of
Yeah,
shit.
me neither. I think it's somebody. We had somebody. It might was your wife's birthday like a year ago. We had to cook out at the house, and I was like on a diet or something. I was coming in there, and y'all had all these cakes and everything, and I was just crushing. I'm just going down. I'm like, I ain't gonna eat no more of these. I'm just grabbing this. I'm
I
like, it's
remember
so
that.
much shit in there. I'm
Hey.
just busting shit down.
Yeah, I mean that's
That's how it is.
food,
That's
man.
the environment to eat a lot of food in for me.
Food, yeah.
When
When
it's
you
just
go to like
mad shit?
parties,
Oh my God.
parties,
and
gatherings.
when everyone's doing it.
everybody's
It's
doing
like
it.
everybody's.
Yeah, like
Like,
And if everything is good,
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look
Hardy's
over there,
going
4
like,
plates in. I'm still hungry.
I'm just
Let's
gonna
go.
taste a piece of rib, but I ain't gonna touch nothing else. That I'm not gonna do that. I can't. Like, nah, I'm gonna have to put that.
Good
go ahead.
thing the food won't good when we got the Skybox for the basketball game for your birthday.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cause that was just
Oh, that's
mad
a,
food
see,
in there.
mad.
that's
The
an
food was
environment to just
terrible,
bust
though.
down
Yeah, the
right
food
there.
was bad, but if it was
if it was
good-
good, oh man, we just would have been up there the
just for
whole
no
time,
reason. Drinks and just eating.
just going back and forth.
Missed the whole game.
Yeah.
You got some new
Speaking of the
presses up there.
skybox, I think the skybox was kind of you couldn't really see the game.
You're not there for.
I think it's more
That's
so
what I'm
for the
saying. So you
entertainment.
there?
That shit was terrible.
Yeah.
Being the guy that paid for it. Let me
Let me
voice my
tell you-
complaint.
let me tell you
Yeah,
something
We
real
get in
quick.
there and the toilet doesn't work.
Yeah.
I called down there immediately. I said, I paid $8,000 for this shit, and the toilet doesn't work in here.
Chop. Get up here.
Immediately.
Now. Yeah.
Before they fucking bounce the ball one more time on the court.
Somebody better call the timeout.
Somebody better get up here and fucking fix this toilet.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I always thought about like skybox and stuff. It was like you said, you're not there.
You're not
for
there
the
for
game.
yeah. It's not.
And
It's
then
not
you
for the
get
game.
chicken tenders,
Yeah.
bad chicken tenders,
Yeah. The
mid-level
bad
liquor.
sliders.
Then if you want other liquor, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
I'll never do that shit again.
Yeah.
That's it. When you start getting a little bit of money, it's certain things that you do. Then it's like I just would never do
Yeah.
that shit again.
All right. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pay.
But you'll probably pay
Or-
that for the floor seats.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. But that's probably like the
But you
same
can't
price.
get 20 people
But you
in.
there
you
to
can't-
watch the
you
game
can't-
if you get the floor seat.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you getting your
You
entertainment
can get
there.
entertainment, yeah.
When
We
you
was
up there, your
watching
entertainment
Golden
is
State
coming
versus
there.
The Wizards. It's not the
Yeah.
most exciting game.
It actually was a good game though.
It was
It
a
was a
great
good
game.
game.
That's what I'm
dropping
saying. Because
buckets.
we kind of like sat down and like because everything else was like you said the food.
It was a wild
But
weekend.
Steph
was like-
Curry dropped 38 and we didn't even see it.
Right.
This is true.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
But yeah, it was
Yeah.
DC. I like
Yeah.
DC. Speaking of DC, restaurant Fresh is going to be opening at the top of the year next year. We are in the process of handling all the renovations. I'm looking forward to that. Breaking news also, we are closing the deal on a restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Going to Atlanta on Wednesday of this week to finalize that process and start to begin the hiring process to try to get that business up and running ASAP. Looking forward to that.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's a lot going on, man. As usual, we still got the food tour going on. Next week is Dallas. Next weekend,
Yeah.
we still have a couple tickets left for Dallas. By the time this comes out, it won't be, but we also have Los Angeles and Las Vegas is on sale right now. The one Los Angeles date is almost sold out. The other one's got plenty of tickets. Vegas is moving along pretty steady. So if you're on the West Coast, Los Angeles or Las Vegas, hit MrMakeItHappen.com for your tickets. But yeah, that kind of sums up the food tour. After that, we're pretty much done except for the
Yeah.
DC date we're talking about doing. The last 3 weeks I've been home, I really enjoyed this time, like family time,
That's
spending
good.
more time with my son, just being there in the mornings when he's waking up, and
Right.
there when he goes to bed, and just
Getting that
spending more
routine,
time.
getting that
A
routine.
routine is so critical.
Yes.
For
My
life.
life is so much better when it's not just
Chaotic.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A routine is always great. That's
Yeah.
why like you said, like I wonder how people with no routine how they operate.
I don't think they do.
Like
No,
it just like to me it just don't.
I feel like a
feel
routine
just,
is the definition of like taking advantage of your time.
right.
That's what a
yeah.
routine provides you.
Like,
Or
I
you just losing time doing.
just feel weird without a routine.
Right.
I think even people without a routine per se, that's their routine. Like they
Yeah.
just sleep
Routine is
till
not to have a
whenever.
routine.
yeah.
They go take a nap. They're gonna
Yeah.
watch TV. They're gonna, they might not be being productive, but that may be their routine.
That's true.
Routine doesn't necessarily have to be productivity.
like regimented.
It's kind of like just that's
Whatever
what
you
your habit is each day.
Yeah.
Like
That
you're
makes
gonna
sense.
eat one of these 5 things. You're gonna, go to the same nail shop or hair shop or barber shop or whatever.
It's a routine, man.
You're gonna drink the same stuff, watch the same shows. Everybody kind of is a creature of habit, no matter what.
And I think we spoke on this one time on the podcast before, like, we all got a routine now. Imagine trying to like just change your routine
it.
immediately. Like, your day would probably go a little weird.
Oh, yeah, fuck you up for
It'll
sure.
mess you up all the way. Like, you been getting a haircut every Friday, then all of a sudden you can't get it for some strange reason. It's like it bothers you.
Well, something like a haircut, that's gonna throw me off. Big time.
That's
Getting a
gonna throw
haircut
you off.
tomorrow.
I'm angry.
Oh man, like it'd be little stuff like that. Like you say, you're used to certain things, or and when it's thrown off, it could throw you off completely.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So I know you say you've been spending a lot of time with your son. Is there some things that you want to do? I meant to ask you and Moody this. Is some things that y'all want to do that y'all didn't experience as kids, that now being fathers that y'all want to do, make sure that your kid experience, and you also looking forward to it as well. Like I seen some people like, I ain't never get to go to Disney World, but they was having fun, but little y'all know I was having fun too. So it was like things like that. So is there anything that y'all want to do?
Everything.
Yeah.
Like we didn't really go on many like real vacations for real. I mean, everything. The world is wide open to like when I'm experiencing life with him.
Right.
It's like everything is brand new.
Yeah.
Just, we went to the zoo on Sunday yesterday, and just that experience. Like if he wasn't there, I would have been miserable. Like I don't want to go to the zoo.
But how come though?
Like it's just not my thing. Like
I feel you.
I don't really care about it. Like the animals don't look like they're enjoying it. Like
Right.
they're stuck there.
Yeah.
Like mostly
Yeah.
kind of miserable. It's not like there's some shit going on.
Yeah.
Watching them take a nap or something. It's
Right.
like kind of fucked up. But like he likes it.
Yeah.
And like I get to enjoy him enjoying it.
Right.
Like his first
So
time
that's it.
seeing
That's
this
a
type of
fun
animal is like
yeah.
crazy. Like what is this?
Like Dan, we read books and stuff before he
Yeah.
goes to bed. He sees these animals
Yeah.
and then he sees them in real life. It's like, oh, you kind of see them connecting the dots.
yeah.
Just watching them grow up. Like every day is something a little bit.
Was
new
he a
or
little
different.
scared of it? Like a
No.
little bit? For real?
I haven't seen him scared of anything yet. Like I've seen him act shy a couple times. Like
Yeah.
if he's just waking up or like a bunch of people come over, he'll like
Yeah.
try to like stay close to you for a little bit. But I haven't witnessed him. I'm sure that obviously it's gonna come. He's 1 years
Yeah.
old, but he's very like adventurous.
That's good.
He loves dogs. He loves animals. I
Yeah.
haven't seen him scared yet. I'm
That's
sure
dope.
it'll come.
Yeah, kids love animals.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any dogs, but when he's around your dog, like Mason all over him.
I
Yeah.
wonder what it is about dogs and kids. Because it's
They're
like
friendly.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if it's a good dog, like the good energy, like
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
you know.
You can, yeah, because that's,
It's one thing if it's like super, like doesn't have any socialization, and the dog is just like knocking the kid down, being
Right.
rough or
right.
barking or growling,
Yeah.
and like being mean is different. But when it's a nice dog and it's well trained, well behaved, it's a good experience.
It's always good to see when I see a dog like act different towards like a baby or a smaller kid than to an adult. Like it's like how do they know how to
Yeah.
do it? So that's interesting. But like you said, kids love animals.
It's instincts probably.
Yeah.
And they've been around humans for thousands
for
of years.
thousands
Yeah.
of years, man. They love them.
But yeah, I mean, it's a million things I want to do. I want to do Disney World. I want to
Yeah.
do sporting events. I want to take them to the beach. I want to go
Yeah.
fishing. I want them to experience everything
that you
Right.
didn't get to experience
as
Yeah,
much
man.
as possible.
That's what it's about. Let them experience stuff that you didn't get to experience.
Just
Living it
trying
through now.
different foods. I want to take them to Napa, even though he can't drink. I just want him to like
just
just experience the
experience
shit.
it,
Like,
man.
No,
see
for
it.
sure.
I
Because
even heard
they'll
about
appreciate
stuff.
it later on in life.
Absolutely.
Like, they'll never experience appreciate it early on, but
Yeah.
as life goes on and it matures, like man, like when you think back on it, just like we talked about before, like when you go on vacation, it might not be the best vacation that you're on,
Yeah.
but when you come home, you be like, man, I was just in such and such, and you
Yeah.
reflect
Yeah.
on it. You know, you be like,
like it's you might not have had, like you said, might have had the best time in the Bahamas, But
Right.
bro, you was in the Bahamas.
Yeah, when you come, it's like
Yeah.
Or
reflective.
you was in Puerto Rico or wherever you was
Yeah,
at.
everybody
Like,
else, they going there to see their cousins in North
right,
Carolina.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, I had a bad time in Aruba, bro. That
Yeah.
like, we went to Virginia
I think
Beach.
giving
I don't know.
giving
Aruba.
kids all that, so
Yeah.
like in retrospect, they really can appreciate it.
Yeah.
because you always had like I don't talk to kids who've been spoiled their whole life, who've been entitled, and then when they get older, they're like, damn, like I had a good life. Like my
Right.
parents provided me a good life. You know what I'm saying? They appreciate it, but like that's what it's for, investing for that moment.
I think
Yeah.
those experiences are like give them tools too as they get older, because like in the corporate environment, a lot of the icebreakers or conversation starters come from some sort of experience that you can pull from. Like the more
Yeah.
experiences you have under your belt, the more you can relate to other people. Like there may be, like I might be in a sales meeting and there's a guy who doesn't want to talk to me at all, and I notice he used to hunt or something. I see something,
Yeah.
I see a picture, he went to Paris or whatever,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
boom, I got something I can relate to him, lets his guard down a
Absolutely.
little bit. We're on the same page. We got
Right.
something in common. The more you experience, the more you have at your disposal when it comes time to like engage in conversation, whether it's a business meeting or meeting a girl or whatever it is. There's things that you can talk about and relate to.
It's this book called, I think it's called 82 Ways How to Talk to Anyone, and that's one of the segments. Like, so you should experience everything so you can have like a wealth of knowledge to
Yeah.
pull to talk to people. Like, go scuba diving, go skydiving, because you don't know who you're going to meet, and you can open up these conversations just like he said. But that's one of the.
That's
key points.
That scuba diving, Jam.
He said you talking about water?
Gotta keep that to yourself.
Said it shower in the tub. That's it.
Is there anything that y'all want to experience?
Like what?
Like right now that you haven't experienced yet?
I don't know if I can talk about it on the podcast. No, I'm just
nah, before we
Nah,
go to that, I
Japan
know
for sure.
For sure, my son has to have the baby picture in the Jordans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I never had that.
Yeah.
All my friends, they used to post their birthday. You know, they always got those slides.
That got that
The one
old
picture
picture.
of some Jordans. I got Stacey Adams on.
Man.
No, that's a key. That matters for sure.
Bro,
And that's what I try to tell
bro.
my wife.
Like the confidence.
Like I bought him his birthday outfit for him being one. She's like, it's a pool party. You gotta put him in a swimming. Blah, 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 blah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But
one day he's gonna be older and he's gonna look back on his birthday from when he
Right.
was one. He's like, damn, I was fly.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he's like, what the fuck? Was
That's
I
right.
doing?
Right.
Either like you build up who you eventually are
Yeah.
to yourself in your mind. Like
Right.
you needed
Yeah.
reinforcement. Like I've
Yeah.
been a fly motherfucker my whole
Whole
life.
Right.
and it's important to capture those moments. We gotta
Right.
probably have a lot of nothing from our childhood to say what we had because we didn't capture moments.
Right.
We didn't have the pictures being taken or the video being taken.
Yeah, way
when we were
easier now.
kids.
Yeah.
Way
Oh,
easier
it's
now.
crazy.
So
Way
definitely
easier now.
capture those
'Cause
moments.
My dad used to have a video, like a VHS camcorder, and I'm a videographer now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He recorded everything.
Right.
Wow.
So like I try to recreate the moments with
Yeah.
my son, like trying to, so I could show him when I was his age.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
That's dope though. Like
Yeah.
to go
For
back
sure.
and see, like, I would love to see that. Like, I lost a picture. My mom lost a picture, but we had a picture. We was in this 6th Street Marketplace, downtown Richmond. And of course, that junk gone.
Right.
Like, but something like that, it was like, yo,
The
this
roots.
it was here.
Memories are important, man.
Absolutely.
Very.
And tradition. That's why, like, we talk about the cabin trip that we usually take
Yeah.
every year. Like, I don't want to just not go. Like, I
Right.
want
Yeah.
I want to stick with
Yeah.
build
What we got,
traditions.
right.
But
Yeah.
you know what? That is because, like you said, you're building a tradition, and a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people stop doing things, but then once you have a tradition going on, that is important. Like when those families go to them beach houses for the summer,
Yeah.
we got this for the summer. Like it's a tradition. Like it's important, and that's something that me and my mom started this year, where it's like for Christmas. I'm gonna start going to her house that night because it's been for long. We didn't have that tradition, but
Right.
mom was like, "Yo, things are just happening so much. We're losing people every day. You never know what's gonna happen. So
Right.
just to have a tradition of say, hey, I got to experience this or spend that time with that person, I
Right.
think it's very important. So that you brought that up, I was like, you know what? We can't treat it like, this is another cabin.
No, yeah, for
It gotta be
sure.
something like, no, this is important.
And
Right,
it's
yeah.
like no matter what's going on, because like one thing that was big in my family early on was like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like the
Yeah.
whole family came. Like regardless of what happened, if people not getting along,
Yeah.
everybody came Thanksgiving and Christmas because you had those moments. And
Yeah.
like you said, losing people as you get older
Yeah.
just changed. But we had a situation where it's like people stopped coming.
Now,
So it
yeah.
changed. You know what I'm saying? Like some of
Yeah.
us still going, but it's like this is nowhere like
It's
it
not
used to
how
be.
it used to
Right.
be.
Right.
And like even going to my grandfather, like he don't even cook no more, and
Right.
it's been like some years. But I remember, like you said, when we was younger, that was a no brainer.
Right.
What time I'm going to my grandfather's house?
Right.
Like now, it's like you don't have those traditions. So I think traditions is important in the family.
Like a lot of families, like when we was growing up, like everybody had a family reunion. It was
Yeah.
so many different people. Like, yeah, we going out of town down to the family reunions. Like that is very important for
Yeah.
all the kids, everybody there that's growing
Yeah.
up. They get to go to this family reunion. Like even my girl, like they've been going to like I be going to Louisiana with them.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah.
Since they was kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they just been going
That's
down
so
there.
dope.
Like and they got
That's-
pictures
that's
of
dope, though.
every year that they've been going
And
down
that's
there.
dope.
And my
though.
family barely got together for Thanksgiving. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be like a rare. I used to be at other people's house for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving half
Right.
the time.
All
Like,
the time.
It just is not a thing. So like I love all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that it's super important, especially for the kids. Like when I see him around his cousins and just
Yeah.
they're having a good
Yeah,
time. He just you
yeah.
can just see it. He's 1 year old. He don't know what's going on, but you
Right.
can just see
Right.
that he likes
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But like you said, as them cousins get older, they grow up with each other. They can't wait to get Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
'cause they get
That's
to
what
be
make
with
a
the cousins.
family. Yeah,
That's
cousins.
what make a family.
All
you know what I'm
cousins,
saying?
like-
So it'd be stuff
That's
like
what
that.
makes us human.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
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 That's the
It's
best part
like
about
a lot
it.
of
For sure.
tradition got to stop it. So that's why I like when a lot of their friends are starting to do a lot of traditional stuff with each other instead of how, because like you said, the families have stopped.
Right.
But I love seeing Friendsgiving or cabin trips or people exchanging
Yeah.
Christmas gifts, because it's like if you don't start your traditions now or you don't get the experience, it's like it should get to fading away. And you
think-
don't want that.
I think because like you be so cool with your friends, like,
Yeah.
and depending on what type of friends you got, you might not talk to them every day.
Yeah.
So you just kind of used to like, oh yeah, I seen this person on social media, so I
Yeah.
know that they're okay. But it's like y'all got to get together.
You gotta get
You know what I'm
together.
saying? I got to get together.
I
like,
think that's one of the biggest pitfalls of social media is like people naturally need positive feedback and affirmation and things like that.
right.
And most like 99% of what you're going to post on social media is going to make it appear that things are better than what it actually is because you want to represent yourself a certain way.
Right.
That in and of itself is going to cause everyone else to be probably less likely
To check
like,
on you or
yeah,
whatever.
check in with
Yeah.
you. It's like, oh, I know he's good. I seen him post. He got a new car. He got
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
Right, you doing good, right?
so like I think that is a pitfall of social media. It's like
Yeah.
I be seeing what you're posting.
Right.
Like I know you're alive. I know
Yeah.
it looks like everything's good.
Yeah, it's something.
And shit might not be going that good for me, so I don't even feel good about you know
Right.
what I mean,
Yeah.
like hitting you up. But really, we might both be fucked up, and we could have been bonding together
whole
and
time.
building something and
Right.
communicating with each other. And I think that social media just gets people away from that,
There's something deeply rooted in like human psychology that it messes with for sure.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it.
Oh yeah, this social, like you said, social media has got away from enjoying the moments with each other. You know what I'm saying? Everything is, I have to post a picture, I have to post this video, but instead of just enjoying the moments with each other, laughing, bonding, like you said, everybody's not doing good. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
no, no.
Most people
most,
fucked
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Most
for
people
sure.
fucked
Yeah.
up.
The
And
vast
it's-
majority.
and it's okay.
But the
You
thing
grow
that
from
you
it.
said, like a lot of us are going through
Yeah.
these things, and we
Even
can,
if you're good,
Yeah,
to
even if
like
you're
you know by whatever standard, you
Yeah.
still could be going through some shit
Yeah.
mentally or physically or
Yeah.
somebody else might
Right.
be going through something that's close to you. Like
Right.
everybody's got baggage and everybody's got something that they
Right.
gotta
Yeah.
across to
Get through.
carry.
Man.
The other thing about tying it back into the children is I don't know if I read it, might have been from a podcast. Andrew Huberman was talking about basically the way he explained it, basically relating this back to why it's so important to be around for your kids and have these experiences with them is like the way he kind of broke it down was there's something about a certain age, like between two and 5, kids have like this crazy attachment to their parents.
Yeah.
And that's something that almost all humans go through.
Right.
Yeah.
They have that sort of attachment to somebody, whoever your parental guardian figure is. If you have one, that's a thing that almost all children experience is like that, like grab your leg, pick me up, like
Yeah.
want to be
Right. There's
Around
in your
type thing.
skin. Yeah.
that same process or function of the brain doesn't go away when you get older.
Right.
So it's not like when you're 18 and you're in love for the first time, you get a new factory reset on.
Yeah.
You got to carry all of that, whether your mom was there, your dad was there,
Yeah.
he wasn't. that is the same setting that you have in your brain from when you was a toddler to when you're an adult. You don't get a new package. Like it's not like a computer. You get to download the new iOS feature and it's upgraded. This is the same hardware we've had our whole life. Yeah. You just got to carry that fucking baggage that you got with you,
whether it's good or bad.
Exactly.
Right.
So like I want to instill as much good into him that when he gets into these moments where he has a girlfriend or he has a friendship with somebody or whatever it is, he's well equipped to like handle it with emotional intelligence and like not coming from a perspective of like my mom left me and I need this overwhelming attention all the time.
Right.
You gonna leave me too, ain't? I know you.
It's always some shit like that, and everybody's gonna have some sort of baggage. It's impossible to prevent it completely, but I'm very conscious of that because I have so much of it.
Yeah,
I want to try to like keep him as well positioned as possible.
Well-rounded individual.
Trying, man. It's tough. Being a parent is like it's just so much.
I mean, because you're just never off.
Yeah, it's and then every little thing matters.
Yeah. Like words you say, how you say it, where you walk with, like paying attention to you at all times.
And ain't nobody give you no blueprint to this.
No, there's no blueprint.
Figure it out.
It's no
hey, you want?
It's no blueprint.
Go ahead and figure that out.
Because each child is different.
And every parents are different. You know what I'm saying? Like
different. Both the parents in the household, if it's two, both of them gonna be different.
But
gonna look at everything
that
differently.
significantly increases the chances for like just better life overall. It's a 2-parent household. Though.
I think so
for sure.
For sure, it's like all the studies prove that.
I think so because, like you said, you're. But it depends on the love in the house because you can have 2 parents that hate each other. They just sticking it out.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's gonna show.
Yeah.
You see it. But if you come from a loving home, that the 2 parents really love each other, like you see the father loving on his wife. You see the wife doing everything that she does for the husband, and as a child, you see that.
Yeah.
So your thought process towards relationships or marriage and different things gonna look totally different than someone that ain't see that their whole life.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I see him like he'll be playing with a toy or something, and I'll give my wife a hug, and he'll stop what he's doing and just stare at look up at us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like he's like they're just downloading.
Yeah, for
paying
sure.
attention
At all
You know what I'm
times.
saying? Now imagine them.
They got a blank
imagine
sheet.
being older and he see you guys fighting and
Arguing
yelling.
and breaking plates.
Now all of a sudden you him in the room snapping on the toy. You like, what is going on? What you doing?
That's exactly
No, like
what it
we
is.
talked about before. Like my first time getting into like a disagreement with my girlfriend at the time, and I just started yelling. And she's like, "Why are you yelling?" I'm like, "I'm just thought this.
I thought
This is what I'm supposed to do." Because I grew up in a household where people was arguing, so I thought like when you have a disagreement, you just yell. Like that's what's supposed to happen. Like no, we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Right? No, for sure. Like
You're like, damn,
I don't even know. Why you yelling? I'm like,
what I'm supposed to do.
I have no idea why I'm yelling. You're right. That makes way more sense than I should
that
be
way we
yelling.
should just talk about
right.
it.
You know what?
It just seemed, bro. It was like such a realization for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's crazy because my uncle and my aunt used to always argue and
Oh,
fight
absolutely.
all the time.
Just fight.
Right.
And that's what you think. That's what you think of how it's supposed to look. So it's like you said, you seen it, you just soaked all that up.
Said that's how a man supposed to talk to a woman.
Yeah, like I just downloaded to automatic reaction, like not even thinking about it. I just did
And
it.
that's my point. Is like all of those, whatever that shit is. Let's call it hardware for relating it to a computer. That shit stays with you for life, and you gotta like correct it. It's like, nope, that's not the right way to behave.
Right.
Let's adjust it from this. I'm like, nope, you got taught the wrong thing.
Because
Like,
it will happen
unlearn
to
the
me,
bad
and you don't even
habits.
realize it's happening.
Not at all.
You don't even realize it's happening just because it's like it's so embedded that you like.
I still do that shit sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll like, and I way less frequently than I used to, but still, it happens.
That's why like good habits, because your brain is set up to make everything seamless.
Yeah.
Your brain don't want to use no energy, anything. It just want to have everything so like when you drive home, like you don't even gotta think about it. That's how your brain want everything to operate. That's why when you got bad habits, it's so hard to break because
It's a bad
they're
habit,
automatic.
it's
It's like unconscious.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like you said, you got to develop good habits and early.
Right.
Having those good habits early.
Intentionally though, like
Yeah.
I'm intentionally trying to make sure that he has all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think one of the biggest things is anything he want to do or try, like let him or allow him.
Encourage
Like
it.
I remember when I was younger, I asked my parents, "Hey, can we go to Six Flags or can we do it? I'll think about it." That was them basically saying no.
Right.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I just went to ask them because it's like I know they're gonna say no.
Yeah.
So I just missed out on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Then as I got older, I'm getting into stuff because I felt like I missed out on all this stuff. So now I'm out smoking and drinking at a young age, partying and stuff like that. I just felt like I missed out on life. So like sheltering kids is like very dangerous.
For sure.
Very dangerous.
Very
like
dangerous.
they talk about it, like how many times a kid hears no versus yes between like the early stages of their life is like.
But I also understand if you just can't. But
I get that.
So for example, you said you want to go to Six Flags. They said we'll think about it. Would you have rather wanted to hear that, or you wanted to hear no, we're not going?
Probably no.
Probably no would have probably been.
Or explain to me
why I can't go.
Like as I got older, I kind of understood it's 4 boys, my mom and dad making minimum wage. It's hard. It's tough.
Right.
And I understand it, but as a child, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And you might think it's got something to do with you.
Yeah.
Or it got something to do with you.
John's going to fucking Six Flags.
Like, am I not good enough to go? Like,
that's true.
Kids don't understand economics.
understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Kids are more capable of understanding if you can if you just attempt
Explain
to
it to them.
explain it to them.
Right.
I hate when I hear parents say shit like I'm the parent, I'm not like just you. What I say goes like but you could take it a step further and like sit them down for a second and just have a conversation.
Right.
Like they're gonna learn more about how life works and the reasoning behind why you're doing what you're doing.
Because they might grow up and a boss can just tell them anything.
Yeah.
Like, you just go, because I said so type. So they're like, all right, cool.
And look at the world. Like most people are like that.
Right. Like you said, explaining to them, I'm not just telling you to do this for my help. I'm telling you because it's a reason behind it.
Like, don't touch that. It's hot. If you touch it, you might burn yourself. If you burn yourself,
hurt.
then it's gonna.
Okay, cool. That's why. Not just don't touch it.
Because I said so.
Yeah.
Like
that comes with the patience of being a parent and
Come
also
with
dealing with
and
life.
I realize it's tough, but
because it's always you might who knows what happened in your day, and then you go.
But
home.
I assure you, and I've been a dad for 1 year, so I'm not a fucking expert.
Yeah.
But taking that approach, you'll have less instances in which you have to correct that behavior if you can just explain why you think, like explain to them why it's not the right thing to do.
Right.
That'll change the behavior much faster than just yelling and saying do things my way or the highway. Like
because they build their own sense of reasoning and all that stuff matters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And both parents being on the same page with that too.
Yeah.
That's another thing too.
That's
Because my mom said no, I'll go ask my dad. I'm like, my
for
dad
sure.
gonna say
And they
that.
putting them in against each other. Like I told him no. Well, I told him yes. Like,
right.
what are you doing? Yeah.
I had such a weird like situation growing up because I didn't have any governance. Like it was just like I had my great grandmother who was raising me till I was 13. By the time I was 12, she started getting dementia. She passed when I was 14. She couldn't do much. She was like 80. Like, what can she possibly do?
Yeah. For sure.
So like that was the person that was raising me. I would just not, I guess it sounds bad, but I would just tell her whatever she needed to hear, and I would just go do whatever I wanted to do.
Right.
She ain't gonna check. Like,
She can't. She don't drive. She's not gonna pull up on me. She's not gonna.
I think boys need like positive role models in what they follow because they go look to somebody. So it's like,
my God.
they always go look to somebody, and I think girls need to just be kept busy with a ton of different things to do. It's productive in the building, but I think boys need. You can't necessarily control who that role model can be, but you can be that role model sometimes. I think some people don't. They might let the rapper be the role model for their kid. Say you're not in the best position, right, as a parent, and it's gonna come a point in time like who knows how your kid gonna look at you? Are they gonna respect you? Right. I think as having a boy, like where you at in a position in life matters because that's how they're gonna assess you. So if you're somebody that they can look up to, who accomplishes things, who does things, who are about their word, and
I ain't gotta go look outside.
Right, it's like okay, you're a role. Like it's like a little bit of heroism in it as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody to follow. Like nobody lives their life without no influence.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And if you can be that influential person as a parent, that's a win for you.
That's why I was always like an advocate for go and play sports, rec league, because of those being around those positive male role models,
right?
Those coaches and stuff. That was important to me. I didn't really have a lot of, so that was it. That was the
very important.
The influence for me. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, some people got influence from.
Like even think about us playing football. Like we all
you know what I'm saying?
engaged in the same behaviors. We all did pretty much similar things. Like it was all cohesive. You know what I'm saying? So that matters. Like
it definitely matters. And even with teaching, it showed like a lot of the football players to this day that's in college will still hit me up about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Still get the respect level because like you said, they might not have had that influence in their lives, so they look up to you.
They looking for it, for sure.
And they looking for it, and it goes, that don't stop. It keep going. No matter how old you get, and how older they get, they're gonna continue to look at you the same way. So, and that's why I say I think it's important. I don't care to have a mentor.
Yeah.
I think it's important to have people that you look up to, somebody that you can call for advice that you might not know much about. You know what I'm saying? And even if you got a mentor, but you also have people that probably gonna know more than you, it's okay to have them type of people around you. You know, and I really feel like most guys, or we should have older mentors that have been there, done that on different things, and you can get that information from them. I think that's very important. I think that's not as it's not looked upon a lot in our community with having a mentor. I feel like people feel like,
it's not cool.
It ain't cool to have a mentor at this age. Like, I'm 30
I
years
think
old.
that
I
we're
need
kind
a
of
mentor.
breaking out of that a little bit for the most. Like, it's not as bad as when we were young.
Yeah.
Right. It's awareness.
When we were young, like anything good was corny. Like, If you were smart, it was lame. If you were a good student, it was lame. If you're well behaved, it was lame.
Right.
Because the mentors now look like us.
Yeah.
When we was in school, they were older guys.
Yeah.
They had nothing in
dressed
common.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
I think the biggest takeaway was they asked us how we felt, and we was able to express things that we probably wouldn't talk about at home or with our friends. That would probably be the biggest takeaway from having a mentor.
Oh, absolutely.
Kids need an outlet. Like a lot of times, nobody cares what they don't. Nobody asks them how they feel.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to. Like you said, the parents say this and that, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't care how you feel about the situation.
I think like when they used to have the people come speak to us at practice.
Yeah.
That was one of the earliest bits where you might grab a piece of knowledge that you never heard
you
before.
never
You know what I'm
thought
saying?
about,
You might build upon that later, or it might resonate with you. Like those moments in sports is why I think like any organized sport is good for a kid.
Absolutely.
Like knowing, like being taught excellence or how to be great at something. Like that matters. Like
absolutely. And I think a lot of things, like you said, it was just if you just show the kid or talk to the kid about a lot of things, like you said, it's no outlet for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can't talk about nothing. I don't want to hear it.
And it's just the internet now. It's like,
man.
You don't know what he could be watching.
Yeah, and a lot of times the problem also is like you can be whoever you want to be on the internet, but it's not real.
Yeah.
So like you could have 50,000 followers on Instagram and Twitter, and you got this big made up like
Persona.
idea of who you really are, but like who are you when you really got to go to school or you got to go on a date or you got to like do some shit in person?
Right.
Oh, okay. Can't talk.
It's tough.
Oh man, get nervous.
Yeah.
I done seen it. Like we said when we be out at these types of parties or whatever, you can look. People ain't having conversation with each other in person. No. They don't know how to.
It's just on their phone.
It's on their phone. They
Because
don't
that's
know how
all.
to.
That's your natural habitat.
That's
now.
it.
Like on your phone
You know
is
what I'm
just the
saying?
natural
Like
thing for a human
it's
to
tough.
do. Now.
They don't know how.
I was going to the gym this morning. I'd ride past all the kids waiting on the bus. All
of them have
100% of them
got a phone.
head in the phone.
It's not. It's never
crazy.
gonna change.
100%.
I saw that this morning too at the bus stop.
They will probably DM each other before they speak to a person that's right there.
Oh
They
man.
wait till that last week of school. Remember they used to write the joke?
Right.
Yeah, I used to like you.
Back in my day, you had to write a letter.
You write it the
Write a
whole
note.
year.
But in their defense, the consequences of doing something wrong is way greater than it was when we was kids.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Like
massive.
losing a fight now in school,
It'll ruin your life.
Man.
it's gonna be recorded.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be sending it around the whole school. You'll never get to
ruin
unlive that
your life.
moment.
Ruin
Right.
your
So
life.
like
Like
the
you
stakes
said.
are higher. So I get it.
I think that's why people are shooting more too.
Yeah.
Because you're not willing to lose a fight.
Nah.
Because it's too damaging.
Losing a fight is losing your whole identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it could be all over. Like 5 million people could see it in the
you
next
lose.
3 hours.
And they just posting it.
You just
reposting
not-
it over
in an
and
underdeveloped
over and
brain,
over. Yeah.
as a kid, you're not ready to handle that.
Nah.
You're not ready
can't.
to handle
Nah,
that.
I don't
It's
think
like-
I'm ready
That's what
to
I'm saying.
handle
Like,
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna tell you like that. At this age,
we talk about like a
that's tough.
12-year-old, 15, like you just got a little bit of testosterone bumping and like all this fear, like it's no way.
But that's why it's important to invest in the community and have conversations and let them know that like that one little instance isn't it feels like it's going to ruin your life,
Right.
but it's in the grand scheme of things.
You gotta
It's
understand
not.
your life is more important than that.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. But you got to be taught that.
Then throwing it all away and going to jail.
Yeah,
for
you got to be
the
taught your
last fucking
value.
place you want to go is
That is not where you
jail.
want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because these kids are not seeing the world. They're not
Yeah.
seeing that. This all they know. And it's like,
And everybody they've been around,
Yeah.
grew up around, people go to jail. Like this story I always tell about. I'm fucking in 6th grade civics class. We go to field trip to jail, and motherfuckers banging on the glass. Like I know them from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
teachers
Right.
looking at me like,
why you know
These
all
are the
them?
people
You
that
I
we
know.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't got no people at home telling me what to do.
Right.
Like it's might not be that bad if you go to jail. Like it kind of make you kind of like all the
Yeah.
people I know that's the coolest.
They
They've
went
been
to
to jail. Or
They-
you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah, for
real
sure.
young and dumb
Yeah.
ideology right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like
Like the worst consequence is jail, and that's cool.
All
it
my
gives you
friends
more
down there,
credit.
yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it ain't for that long,
Right.
Yeah. Let me
it's
tell you
terrible.
something. As somebody who's been, it's
Tell
the
y'all,
worst
wanna-
place in the world.
You don't want to go, bro.
You've never been. You know, as a kid, you probably used to be super bored at times as a kid. Like I could die. I'm so bored as a kid. It's boring enough.
Oh yeah.
It's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, no,
and you in there with just the most fucking.
It is all the kids that stayed in that one class
Yeah.
for their whole career.
That's in there.
That's who's
In
in
the whole
jail.
building.
That's
In the
all.
whole
That's
building.
everybody in here was definitely in one class all their school years.
bro, just
vast majority.
And you looking at yourself, I'm like, how the
Believe I'm in here.
how
with
the,
these.
I'm in here with
I'm-
these mother.
I can't believe I done
My
got
man is
myself-
snorting coffee beans.
Like, he is over here going, wow, yeah, man.
We're peers.
Bro, what?
Speaking of that, we haven't talked about TV shows in a while, and I am fucking hooked on Prison Break right now. Have
Great
y'all-
show. Y'all seen that?
I haven't.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh,
Great
it's-
show.
It's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, it's really
Have y'all watching anything new?
I haven't watched anything. New,
I
man.
just finished watching Mayor of Kingstown 3rd season. That's good. Really
Mayor of
good.
Kingstown?
Mayor of Kingstown. Yeah.
That's the one where I don't want to spoil it. With the two brothers in the beginning.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the new? I did say I want to check out it's like I guess a new show. It's supposed to be like Kevin Hart.
And they talk
Samuel
about like set in like the
Jackson,
70s or something like that.
The 70s, like
So out now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Peacock. My homie on
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
What's it about?
I ain't watch it yet.
I gotta
Some
go watch it.
drug
I'm
crime.
hooked. I'm hooked right
1970.
now.
What you
I gotta
watching?
watch that.
Watching The Wire.
Oh, you finally watched
I'm
what?
watching The
It's
Wire.
good.
Guy from Baltimore finally
Yeah.
watched what? One of the best shows ever, for
Hey,
sure.
I'm
Great
watching The
show.
Wire, and I just finished Peacock, and the way they ended Peacock is amazing.
Okay.
I mean,
Peacock?
not
I was about to say
Peacock.
Peacock. What's that?
Bel Air.
Oh.
I ain't
I
watching
like the
new
way they
season.
did Bel Air this year.
The way they
I stopped
ended
way
watching.
they
I gotta
ended
go
it?
back and
Nah,
watch.
the ending is crazy.
Yeah, I gotta
That
watch
was
it.
good.
I gotta go back
Hold
and
on, did you
watch
watch Shogun?
Not all of it.
Not
I'm
all
trying
of
to
it.
start this anime bullshit.
It's not an
Yeah,
it's,
it
it's
sound
just
like
based
it.
in like feudal Japan, I think.
There you go with dragons and
There's no
It's no
dragons.
dragons.
Fairies and
It's real.
But it's real though.
okay.
It's like war.
Yeah,
And shit like
it's
that.
real.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's
got
on.
fighting
It's
on
on
there?
what? Hulu?
Bel
I
Air.
think so,
they
yeah.
be slap boxing.
No.
Nah,
Any
it's
fire
Swords.
joints in
It's like it's back in this.
No.
These are any
Nah.
any eye candy in that one.
Yeah, but no, Bel Air.
No, but Bel Air, go watch Bel Air.
Bel Air.
I'm
I
watching
think
Bel
because
Air.
I'm a
What
father
season
now,
this
it's
is?
like, because it's kind of corny. Well, I always thought Will
It's
Smith was
season
kinda
2
corny
or
too,
3. This is
Three.
3.
Three.
See,
So
the
I haven't
first
watched
season
it.
I couldn't. Like it was alright, and then there'll be moments where I'm like,
but yeah.
I think-
that's
It's for the
Will
millennials.
Smith,
I mean, they
though.
catering
No,
to the
I don't think
millennials.
when I was a kid, Will Smith
Yeah.
was my dog.
But
like,
I think
was a
it.
Martin.
What I think it is, I think you gotta look at it from not a comedy. I know we still trying to look like for me
Yeah,
when
it's not comedy.
and that's why
No.
when I first
They
started
teach
looking
you,
at
like,
it, I
life
was trying
lessons
to
for-
get the comedy of like Fresh Prince, but that's not this show.
Yeah,
even
it's-
though it's who it's supposed to be based on, it's not that show. And I had to like kind of like, okay, let me just look at it just for
Yeah.
not the comedy because I'm looking, fools ain't even funny.
It's
Yeah.
the
But it's-
message. It'd be the
It's the
like
message.
church.
It's like
Yeah.
life lessons
Yeah.
for
I be
this
taking notes.
kids growing up today.
For
pretty
rich
much.
kids that
Yeah,
happen,
for-
that what really be going on over there. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But Prison Break got me.
Oh, it's a
100%.
really good
Yeah.
show. Really,
Like
really
I
good
can't
show.
stop watching.
It just
Yeah.
how many seasons? Is it?
5.
5.
I can't
Yeah.
stop.
So
I'm
this
on-
is
I'm
good.
on-
Good.
It's really
I'm
good.
almost done season 2. I'm
Yeah, it's
just,
Okay.
it's really
I'm
good.
all the way in.
Every episode.
Yeah, no, it's a great show.
Every
watch it.
episode,
Every
every
episode's good.
moment of every
Yeah.
episode
Yeah,
is
it's-
twists and turns. Just whoever wrote that
Yeah.
motherfucker,
That's-
they need a Pulitzer Prize.
You know what?
That's
show,
one of them shows that'll be you would be stuck in the
real?
crib
Yeah.
with it on.
Yeah.
You won't want to
Hour-long?
leave the couch.
Hours? Is it like an hour?
Like
hour,
50
like
minutes,
50 minute
hour,
ones?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
you
good.
wouldn't. You would call out of work like, "Hey, I ain't."
I just want to keep watching it. Like this one of them shows you could be sad when it's over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss it.
It's mad addictive. Yeah.
You know what? I'm very shocked that I didn't get into like these new seasons of Power. 'Cause
I haven't
when
watched none of that
When
shit.
I was
Oh, it's good.
When I was watching Power, when I was really watching Power, that joint
Yeah.
was good.
That was good.
But
Now,
like
that's
these,
the one that it was like, come on now.
I mean, if you really think about it, the other Power was like just like nobody kills this many people. like
Oh,
like
man.
I'm talking about they catching a body every
Every day.
And
episode.
getting
like,
away with all of
like,
it.
come on, like,
Tyreek is like, come
In
on,
modern
but it's the
day,
same.
you
But
don't
the
become a dog
storyline,
overnight.
no, the storyline is dope though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the twisting that the storyline is crazy.
So you watching the new season? Right?
I haven't seen the new season.
Yeah,
I probably
okay.
watched
I
the
caught
first.
up with
two,
It's too many.
three
Like they
seasons.
dropped too many of them at once for me.
Yeah, and I couldn't
That's
catch up.
when you give me too many options, I'm out.
Yeah.
Is Tommy still? That was
See,
really
that's what I'm
good.
saying.
I watched the
I'm
first
like,
season.
yeah.
They
They
dropped-
dropped
I can't keep
season
up with
two.
all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch one.
Kanan,
Because they had a
Tommy.
spinoff on
Raising
all of them,
Kanan
right?
was good.
I watched the
It
first
seemed like it
season.
was, but I
the
couldn't-
first season was weak though. I see where it was going, but the first season was weak, so I,
I
had to
couldn't
stop.
keep up
The
with
No,
it.
it's
last, what
It's good.
disappointed me was the last season of BMF. That disappointed me.
I mean,
stopped watching
when
that
they
too.
got to Atlanta, but the Raising Canyon, that what
Yeah.
inspired the Fat Tony.
I'm gonna get back. I mean, I don't know when I'm
It's
gonna watch
a
all
t-
this
yeah,
shit.
I don't know
but
when I'm watch 6 shows, but
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You
I'm gonna just ask ChatGPT to just break it down. So what happened in season 2?
Yeah.
The other thing we haven't talked about in a while is books. I've been on a book bender lately.
For real? I gotta
Just
get back on my
finished,
books. though.
Dan Bilzerian's book.
Yeah, I just started that joint.
I gotta
highly
get back on my books.
entertaining.
Really good.
Might start
really,
tonight.
really enjoyed
No,
that.
it's really good.
It's long as hell, but
Yeah.
It ain't that long.
it was like 16 hours, right?
6.
6?
Yeah.
What you got? 16?
What you listening to on regular speed?
Yeah.
Better bump that speed up. What
I
you
don't
doing?
like that shit.
Wait.
Jamel counted when he fall asleep and they're still playing.
No, don't do
Yeah,
that.
It depends.
That was when
on-
I first found Audible, bro. I was reading like 16 books like every week and a
yeah.
half. I was going crazy.
Dan
Oh, man.
Bilzerian shit is really good. I just started the Nipsey Hussle book.
That's good.
You
I
read
got
it
like an
already?
hour left.
I just started that today.
Yeah, I
Or
gotta get back into
yesterday.
my books.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
That's really
I
good.
need-
So
It just give you
far.
a history of. It also talk about the history of how like the Crips and everything started and like why the culture in LA the way it was, like why, you know what I'm saying. So it dives into that a bit.
I gotta look at that. I gotta look at that, man, because I would love to listen to that book. I remember I saw something about, was it Black Sam? That's his brother, right?
Yeah, Black
Who was telling
Sam.
about
So Black
happened that
Sam.
night, what happened that day?
So they talk about it a little bit in the book, but to break it down a bit further, so Nipsey Hussle was bootlegging CDs early on,
Yeah.
like and making money. So then Black Sam kind of seen him doing it, like, man, like, what are you doing? You still like doing the hustlers T-shirt business.
Yeah.
So when he seen how much he was making, he said he was making $1,500 on a light day, $2,500 on like a top day,
Yeah.
like just selling CDs.
Yeah.
So, but the book don't break down that how much money they was making off. They like let them know like the people end up coming in and kicking their door in and
Yeah.
taking the burners. They
Yeah.
had like a whole setup. Like they was really running it up, burning CDs like when it first happened.
man.
Now I see like from hearing that story, now I see why people was in the DVD and CD business. Because
Yeah.
now
Oh,
we see
you
like
can
the
make a
back
lot of
end.
money.
We be
Oh,
like,
man.
why are you selling CDs and Ds like this? Like you want $5? Like it don't seem like you're making that much
think
money.
about
But
it.
when it first started, they were eating off it.
Yeah,
they was
because
making
people,
a lot of money
because
selling
now
CDs.
you don't have to go spend that money in the movies. That's when at one point people was going to the
Yeah.
If you were
movies.
the guy, you were eating.
No, he was
Yeah,
eating. He like
yeah.
like $1,500 on a light day,
Yeah.
$2,500.
Yeah.
Like they was eating off of it.
yeah,
I made a couple dollars in middle school.
in CD.
It was a
Yeah.
real. It was a real business. Yeah, Black Sam released this an interview that he did probably about 2 weeks ago where he finally like delved into like
Yeah,
everything that happened
like,
that
the
day.
I
protocol
saw,
that day wasn't
like
right.
a clip of it. Basically, the way I interpreted what he was saying was he feel like it was a setup. Basically,
Yeah.
Like, the dude had the red shirt on.
Yeah, he tried to make it
Yeah.
look
make
like
it
something
look
else.
like it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the protocol wasn't pretty much. They didn't. Things didn't go the way it supposed to normally go.
that day.
on
yeah.
that day,
On
on
that
this
day. That
particular
was like the
day,
perfect
yeah.
day.
But why? Like who called the shot though? That's what I would like to.
I mean, when you talk about
Yeah.
it could
LA,
be anything.
It could
anybody
be
can.
anybody,
That
yeah, it's-
Tupac, Big,
Because it won't.
like,
Buddy just was a pawn. And
yeah, for sure.
and it's-
But
it
I
is
mean, the
what-
shot
yeah.
callers out there goes deep.
It's shot callers out there that people don't even know who the face is. That people that, like you said, that was the pawn.
If you watch Mayor of
you know-
Kingstown, you'll know it's coming from jail. that's why. That's
that,
who
yeah.
usually run everything. Is somebody in jail. It's
Yep.
crazy as hell.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, I haven't watched that. I mean, football season here now, so you
Yeah,
know,
Cowboys won.
I'm excited about that. Eagles.
Dolphins won.
It was
Hey,
nice.
all that
Everybody
team
won.
won.
Except for
Everybody
you.
won.
Ooh,
Ouch.
sucks to be
Hey,
you.
the drink was good though.
Hey,
Yeah, good job.
Good,
Hey.
good drink.
drinks for the winners. Oh, put it. I don't know. Y'all get it back
Ready.
next week.
I need
Tiger.
5 more minutes of this. So I can play it back.
He's got
Play it
5
back.
more minutes. I'll play this back every
It's
week.
nice to
Yeah.
watch and not care though.
Yeah.
And I caught myself caring a little bit, and I was like, all right, let me go in another room for a minute.
Yeah.
He said, "Turn it off
no,
real quick."
it's
Because we started like back-to-back drives holding penalty.
Yeah.
I'm like, how you're not going to win the game.
No.
if you start to
So-
drive negative 10 yards.
And so that lets me know, like, yeah, you can try to cut off that, but it's in you, bro.
I
It's
know
that
that's why I gotta
competitiveness.
be
It's just-
careful.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's
you
there.
You got hype today. You was like, my Cowboys
Yeah,
won.
I ain't heard that in a long
said,
time.
Yeah,
Like,
yo,
yeah,
buddy.
you can
Fucking
try.
with
It's
y'all.
like you can try to not do it, but you cut yourself watching the game. You catch yourself really like getting like.
If I'm gonna
get
watch
into
it, there's only one way to
Yeah,
watch.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I
Y'all got to
feel.
do this shit right.
Yeah,
Like, come on, Dak.
If I'm here
Yeah.
watching, I need y'all to perform.
Man, Dak just got 253 guarantee, ain't it?
He not worth that.
To go out that jump like that. Interception. We'll get him next drive.
Yo.
He had the best. He had the best season of his career last
You know what
year.
I would love? I would love for my Eagles to be in it, but if they're not, I still want to experience going to the Super Bowl. I just want to experience that whole.
Oh yeah, like going to
Seeing
the
the
actual
game.
Super Bowl.
I don't
yeah.
like football that much.
I do. I love it.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
cool.
it, but
It's just.
it takes me to places I don't like to go.
I feel like even when y'all y'all could have great players, they're never going to be good enough unless y'all win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So if Food
Yeah.
come in that joint, have a great career, get
Yeah.
off, they don't win the Super Bowl, it's like, hey, he wasn't that
The
good.
Dallas
Yeah,
Cowboys
you didn't win
haven't
it.
won a
The
conference.
downside of
title
being a
since
Cowboys player is
1996.
like
Right.
so bad. Like
Yeah.
they just treat you like
96,
shit.
bro. That's the last success
Yeah.
the Dallas Cowboys had.
1996.
1996.
Man, but y'all got ships.
But that don't
From
mean nothing
fucking
if you won't
40
hear.
years ago.
I'm just saying, like, look
Nigga,
at
that's
all of these
history.
teams.
That's history.
Look at all of these teams in the league, and look at who wins. Like in the last 20 years, it's been the same 3 or 4 teams. We finally got somebody new, like the Kansas City Chiefs. It's been the same winning teams. Like,
been the
but look at
Patriots.
all these, look at all these other teams who won
they
nothing.
Took 6,
Nothing.
7.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the last 20 years,
You
it's the
had a
same
couple
team.
sprinkles. You had the Giants, the Green Bay. It was just random teams winning
Yeah.
it.
No,
Baltimore
but
won
multiple. Like when whoever wins is probably going to get multiple rings at a time, and everybody else is just going to lose. That's what I'm saying.
I
Throughout the
still, like I
history.
said, I would love to. I just want to experience that, just to go, just the amount of people, just the atmosphere all day. I think it would be very.
It's like an all-star weekend
It's like,
type
yeah,
shit. That's
like-
not my vibe ever. But
a lot going on.
if the
the
Cowboys are
game,
there,
not
I'm,
the
there,
like
I'm with it.
the.
I
I,
mean,
would
that's-
love to just go to the game.
I
see
feel
the
if I'm in
halftime
town, I
show.
gotta
Yeah, I
go
gotta do
check
all
out.
that.
Yeah, I gotta do
the
everything.
festivities
The other stuff gonna be better than the game. Let me tell you that.
for sure.
Yeah, the other
Yeah.
stuff gonna be way better.
It'll be a
than the
good,
game.
yeah, it'll be a
it's
good
be-
weekend for sure. That'll
It's
be a
the-
good
Don't let it be
weekend.
a slow game.
Oh my
just
god!
back
When the
and
Super
forth, back
Bowl
and
is
forth.
boring, it's
Yeah.
like this is.
It's
a
but it's
snooze fest.
so easy for the Super Bowl to be
Cookies
born.
done. The brownies done
Yeah.
yet?
It's so
But
easy for the Super Bowl to be
think
born.
about-
Take a shot.
But think about what everybody do to prepare for the Super Bowl game day. Not even people that's going to the game, that's playing. Think about people that's in their houses, what they go through the moment they wake up.
Oh yeah, it's a
for
party.
Super Bowl
Everybody in
day.
America that
That
watch
is-
football is throwing a
bruh.
party.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's anything else people prepare for outside of a holiday, outside of the Super Bowl.
What percentage
Some
of
soccer.
households in America you think are watching the Super Bowl?
Man, that joint gotta
It's
be.
some a huge number. That's why they pay so much for
Yeah.
advertising.
It's got to be like in the 90%.
It gotta be in the 90s. I don't. It's very like you said.
Look it
Outside
up,
of
Moody.
outside of a holiday, like a Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Google that jump.
I don't
What
know
How many
percentage?
I don't
American
know.
households
Yeah.
watch the Super Bowl?
It's
don't-
got to be almost all of them.
Cause think about you can't think of nothing else somebody's preparing for.
I mean, that's our biggest
household is
situation.
preparing for.
Yeah, Super
Nobody
Bowl.
even do that for the. I mean, I probably don't do that for the finals because it's a 5 or 6 game.
I mean, football is America's game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Like,
our game.
People
Like,
are
Once they took
shutting
steroids
down.
out of baseball, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
But y'all see Buddy is crushing home runs right now. What's
Yeah.
his name from New
I
York?
forgot his name.
I ain't seen it
I
at all.
probably-
Fuck. Judge. Aaron Judge.
Aaron
Oh,
Judge.
man.
Okay, I know you talking about.
Hey,
He young though. That's
Home run.
they normally are young.
he
I
just
don't know
got
how
a
many he
crazy
got. I think
contract a couple years ago.
He's
I don't
on
know his
pace for
contract.
something crazy right
Something
now.
crazy
I
right
don't
now?
even want to know his contract.
That's the
Baseball-
type of money they be getting right there.
Baseball and soccer get out them contracts.
Yeah.
How much squirrel y'all think you get?
That's
All
what-
of it.
All of it.
Every PC wants.
Whatever you want.
What?
Yeah, it's a
Is
different.
that how
It's a
much does he
different.
want?
It's a
They be getting
different.
hundreds of millions
It's a
of dollars.
different. I'm
Like,
telling y'all, it's a different
Damn.
market. What is it?
Over 123 million.
Homes?
Mhm.
that's the almost
Or
half.
viewers
Yeah.
in the United States.
Oh yeah, people are watching that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Not a
Yeah.
bigger event. That's why the advertisement costs so much.
Hey, because look how many people will see it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
now, like you said, it's nothing else you people are like preparing for. Like you said, outside of Christmas or Thanksgiving that I can think of.
Right.
Outside of the Super Bowl,
4th of July.
a holiday.
Nah, I
Yeah,
think-
4th of July
I
kind of
think-
like to me.
I think the Super Bowl bigger than 4th of July.
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I think that'd be number 3. I think Thanksgiving, Christmas, and that. I really do.
Definitely.
I think that's
Super Bowl is definitely top.
Yeah, because people
of
are
the
not
list.
playing about that.
But like Christmas isn't something like people participating in Christmas, yes, but like Christmas isn't something to watch.
Right.
The Super Bowl is something to watch on TV.
Yeah.
And then Christmas is a Christian thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
there's
it's
mad people in America that's not Christian.
That's true. That's why.
Yeah.
So
Those motherfuckers is watching the Super Bowl, though.
gotta
Yeah,
be
for sure.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
So it's definitely number
Looking for
2.
them commercials.
Gotta be.
Gotta be number 2 because I mean Thanksgiving people are preparing that whole day for
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
as far as like you said from a preparation
I'm talking
standpoint,
about like this that like
don't nothing go more preparation than Thanksgiving.
that's why I said that gotta be number 1. That's
nothing-
gotta be number 1 because
nothing requires more preparation.
that's your day.
Yeah.
My day. What are you doing on Thanksgiving?
Only
Day?
farming probably requires more preparation in America.
Like that's the only thing I can think of. And then, like you said, the Super Bowl will probably be number 2 then.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
everybody, like you said, everybody don't celebrate Christmas. So yeah,
Yeah.
Super Bowl just it's different. So that's why I say I just want to experience it. That'd be something I want to experience outside of walking with tigers.
But
You
this
better
was
than North Carolina.
Walking with a tiger in North Carolina.
Yeah,
I'm not
from
doing
the
that.
same guys that was on.
That was
You
a
won't
crazy
learn
show.
to swim, but you want to walk with tigers?
They're on the ground.
what's my man Joe King? What his name was? Joe.
I know you're
keep
talking
his
about.
shoes
Him.
on.
But one of the guys that was on that show on Netflix has one in North Carolina
Yeah, I know.
where you can hold like the baby tigers and water
Fuck
tigers.
that. Oh, I ain't with it.
But you'll get in the ocean.
Yeah.
But you won't walk with a tiger.
Yep.
Come on, man.
I'm right beside. I know that that's a tiger in the ocean. I don't know what's in there, but I don't know.
Man,
Can't
I'm
hurt
scared
me.
you. That's scaring me a
That
little bit
tiger
more.
can kill you
Yeah.
right now if it wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be no problem.
I see the
So
jump in
easy.
Africa. That's
We was
where
at the
I'll go.
zoo. Sam's like the cheetah looks so smart. That cheetah will kill
Yeah,
you.
everybody in this mode.
That's all.
Let it get out.
That's all they know how to do.
Yeah.
That's it. Killing machine.
That's why cats are terrible pets, bro.
Because
Yeah,
you
that
ever
one-
seen those
If
videos
that
where
cat was 20
cats,
pounds heavier, it would murder you.
Now you ever see
Everybody.
those videos where the cats go crazy and
Yeah.
they're like scratching the owner? So something happens in the cats where their animalistic side just take over and they can't control it. And they be like growling, they just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened with cats.
Scared, spiked
Yeah,
up.
they can't control it. It just like
Yeah.
takes over them and they just go
Just watch
crazy.
a cat like sit at the door and look at a squirrel, or you just
an animal.
something
like you wanna-
happens
you
to
wanna
it. Like
hop-
you can
yeah.
just see that it's a murder machine. It's
No,
just
for
little.
sure. Yeah.
Let those house cats be the size of your dog, and
It's a-
everybody's dead.
Yeah.
For sure.
You don't want to catch the size
No.
of a pit.
Not at all. Bro,
Everybody's dead.
I told you I seen the video. It was a bobcat chasing a squirrel. And you know a squirrel is so fast. Too easy.
Yeah.
Like it was on the tree with him. The
like
squirrel
this
said,
to be.
boop, boop, he's boop, chook him, boop. I said,
Real quick.
this is a killing machine right here.
Somebody,
Yeah.
I saw something. It was like, it was a hippo walking, and the caption was it was like alligators and just mad like predators around,
Right.
and the hippo just walking through everybody. And the caption was like, "Hey, I know a psycho when I see it."
Oh yeah, they
Hey,
kill
they
more
do
people than
not
anything.
Play like, hey,
Yeah.
and it's so crazy that they're not portrayed that way, but they do.
No, they're killing machines. They
Like,
kill more humans than any other animal.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah.
they probably kill a lot more animals than we expect.
Yeah.
Than we don't think about.
That's a wild beast
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
I always think like if like I know we speaking about the zoo. Like if I was like, okay, if the zoo all the gates broke, and every zoo, like which animal are you most terrified of?
All of them.
Yeah,
The
all
cats.
The cats?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The lions, the tigers, and the cheetahs, and the
yeah.
It was
I don't
a-
think of none of the birds. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be like
they are all
those
slow
eat
deaths.
meat.
Yeah.
They're coming to
all
hunt.
slow down.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
tortured
They're
deaths.
going to
Like,
grab you by the throat with their teeth.
It's
That's how
over.
you're going.
It's over.
The cats, bro. Leave. I don't fuck with cats. bro.
And I think it would be.
I ain't worried about the
cats.
hippo. I ain't worried about the rhino. I ain't worried about the giraffe. I ain't worried about the bear.
I think it would be the tigers, cats, cheetahs. But I think the second for me would have to be like the monkeys.
No, it's
That
cats and then bears. Those are the two you don't want to fuck
that
with.
monkey come around that corner with that left hook.
It's a wrap.
No, it's a lady who had like a pet monkey and ripped her face off. Like they get real malicious.
They
It
are
was a
not-
chimpanzee.
they-
Chimpanzee, yeah.
Gorilla.
Very different than a
I'm
monkey.
not playing with no gorillas, bro.
No, you shouldn't.
Nah,
Put you in the
But I'm not
headlock.
worried about a gorilla hunting me down like a
Yeah.
fucking tiger would.
But them tigers get together. Or-
Tiger is the king of the jungle though.
yeah,
Yeah.
bears
Yeah.
too. Like if
Tiger
you get
will
a grizzly
destroy you.
bear,
Yeah,
They're enormous. They're super strong, crazy fast. There's videos of them dragging elk into the fucking woods.
And tigers can mimic human voices. I didn't know they could do that.
Excuse me?
They can mimic other animals. So they can mimic a human voice. Like if you out in the woods and you hear, like they can mimic what they heard.
See, I ain't got
so if they heard you say a name,
they'd be like barbecue.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Now I walked up.
So imagine you heard somebody it's calling, and you think
walked up.
it's calling somebody's name.
Now they got me.
Rhino done walked up to him. You got some barbecue.
Oh man,
they can mimic animals. I didn't know that. I was like, what?
Rhino's a light snack for a tiger too. Like,
Oh
what is
my
this?
God.
nah, they gonna need some more. Yeah.
That's
So
scary.
what that
Come out
big
of
fella
y'all.
he be with at?
That's scary, bro.
What he say? I ain't gotta be faster. You can be faster than y'all.
Hey, I'm not fucking with no cat.
No.
They would
I don't
drag
like no
something
animals.
that's a couple hundred
Yeah.
pounds just.
Easily.
That's why I was
What do you
like,
think they gonna do to you?
Hey, I'm not even gonna
Oh,
eat you right now. Just
Nah,
sit
I'm
there.
gonna wait.
like you said, a slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
how the fuck did we get on this topic?
We
Oh,
talked
no.
about
It's a
this
good
too.
topic though.
We noted this last time. We didn't talk about it. Fall scents for the fellas.
Yeah.
Put the fellas on.
Givenchy.
That's a good one.
going
There's
that.
a lot of really good ones.
Yeah.
I guess by price point,
Let's start with bod.
Bond?
Bod.
Bod?
Yeah, you said price
You
point.
said
We got to
price
start at
point.
the bottom.
Fuck no, don't
Hey,
worry.
he said,
Bod.
saying that low.
Hot heat.
They get that
No.
for free.
Hot heat.
Absolutely not. I used to
orange-
steal
With the
Bod.
orange joke.
I used to steal that. And
I was
put
like,
that-
everybody had
Then
curve.
I'm going
Curve was
polo.
the one. They had
Yeah.
the,
So I'm
the
going.
4-pack.
I'm going bod, axe.
Bod
Curve.
is, shut up.
Axe is at the
Bod
bottom.
and
too.
Axe. Don't even mention Curve in the same sentence
At all.
To this day, Curve still smell good.
What I
ain't
thought I
smoked
go
it.
polo.
No.
Axe is
I
crazy.
would
Hold on.
never
What do you
wear
mean
Bod.
polo. Why you putting polo in the same situation?
I'm saying it's
Polo and Curve could kind of go
Yeah.
hand in hand.
No. Polo Sport, the red one?
You just said you never smelled Curve. Curve
said-
is good.
curve is
See, I
fine.
just got a personal relationship.
Yeah,
Polo.
big
Yeah.
polo,
Wait,
you know.
did y'all ever wear axe?
Axe?
It was
Yeah,
for
when
like
it
a
first came
day
out, it was
or
the
two.
hottest shit.
Just
though.
a day or two. Shit.
Axe was
That
the
shit
hottest
was
thing.
like
Like,
high school.
that was abused. Like they
At
was
the
abusing
gym.
it. Like
The
not
locker room.
showering. Yeah.
All you hear is
Axe and ass.
axe
and ass.
All the locker room used to smell horrible.
Ah, nah,
Spraying so
yeah.
much of it.
I don't know if it's been a bigger cultural hit in the fragrance lane since Axe.
Nah.
it's still selling.
Like they went crazy.
People are still wearing that. You guys.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Somebody right now is going
Hey, hopefully
inside
it's
Rosebud this
15.
weekend in DC.
Whoa, adult?
Yes.
If you're an adult wearing Axe, is crazy.
with the full
What does a bottle of
on.
Axe cost right now?
I say about
don't know.
$6-7.
They is
right? Gotta
getting,
be,
they
right?
is getting
No
the,
way
they
it's
getting the
$7.
pack.
You
They
think it's
getting
less
the
than
body wash,
$7?
gotta be
the
more
body
than that.
Oh,
spray,
more than $7?
and the loofah.
Can't even get a loaf of bread for $7 no more.
That
You
junk
don't
hard.
gotta be saying. You
Dove,
think it's $12.89?
Dove is $6.99, $7.
Dove got a cologne?
Oh, I was talking about the body wash.
Yeah, there's no way Axe costs more than Dove.
Oh no.
We talk about body wash or cologne?
No, we talking
talking
about.
about
I'm just
cologne.
saying Axe. Like people, you was like people not wearing Axe. I'm like people wearing Axe.
That's crazy.
The
$3?
body spray.
Axe cost $3?
Told you, had to
Don't
be
put
less.
that shit on your skin.
Had to be
That
less.
shit gonna break
That's
out.
causing
Yeah.
cancer immediately. Like as soon as it hits your skin, cancer's just
Oh my
developing.
god! People,
Don't touch that shit.
Put that Axe on.
The hell no.
Yeah.
A couple of my personal favorites. Burberry got a couple.
Hero. I like
Bulgari.
Burberry Hero.
That's more of a spring scent though. You said fall. Tom Ford Tuscan leather. Tom Ford fucking awesome.
What is your go to? Like, do you want more of a earthy scent or you more of a light scent in the fall? Because some people are different. Some people like to keep it light
depends
all
on
year
the-
round.
The
Occasion.
what's going on.
Occasion.
Like dinner, I want something a little more with a little bit more pop to
Okay.
it. My day to day, I like it light.
Gotcha.
I don't want to be the guy that walks in the room and everybody smell my cologne. I want you to have to be kind of
Kind of close.
close. There's
Gotcha.
certain colognes that just command the room. Like as soon
Yeah.
as you walk in, it's just
It's nothing that you
the
can
whole
do.
fucking room smell like
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I don't like those colognes
Yeah.
like that.
Well, I mean, I think it's a time and a place for those.
Like the club maybe.
Yeah. The club,
When you know you could be out like a festival, you know you
Yeah.
could be out all day or
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
shit. But
Yeah.
I like Bond Number 9 is my favorite brand. I got a bunch of those.
sure.
It's too expensive.
So
though,
price
but
point, you say you going like if the cheapest.
if you
like,
ain't
alright.
got much money,
Okay.
to this day, Curve is a good cologne.
Okay.
It's super cheap.
Yeah.
It's not keeping up with the other colognes of
But
the
it's
world
also
Getting
today.
advanced out there.
But that is if you ain't got much to your name,
Yeah.
that bottle right there, and you got a date,
All right.
you should be okay.
All right. Cool. I'm in my 20s. I ain't got a much, but I got a little bit of money. What I need to go?
I'm going probably basically everything from Curve up. Once you start getting into like the $50 to $75, $80 range, they're all
pretty much the same.
good. I mean, they're not all the same, but they're like the YSL, the Givenchy, Vera Wang for men is good. That's a bunch of them. You got Dolce & Gabbana got a few, Burberry, Gucci Guilty.
Yeah.
Gucci Guilty's a great one. Probably, what's that priced at now? Probably like 80 $90 bucks.
What's the Versace one that everybody wear?
Versace Eros is good.
Yeah. I like the Mercedes-Benz, the black one.
They got a what?
A cologne.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's probably like the second tier.
Yeah.
And then from there, you got like Tom Ford, Cartier. What else is kind of in that? Not quite Bond and Creed level, or
I want to try that Greenwich Village. That's what I've been saying. That's
Bond is my
Bond
favorite.
is your favorite.
West
But
Side.
I like
one?
New York, Lafayette.
Lafayette Street, New York.
The Lafayette Street.
Fire,
that
That's
joint.
a fire.
Nomad.
I
Bar
told you
number 9,
spilled.
West
You say you
Side.
like that more than the Baccarat,
Just
right?
spilled in my suitcase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
for real?
Yeah.
Damn. For real?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Scent of Peace
Okay.
is really good.
So it sounds like Bond collection. That's your.
They got a lot
That's
because they
my.
got
That's,
so
you
many.
know, like when you get your thing, it's like that's my
I stay
shit.
right here.
And I've been fucking with Bond since
Gateway.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Like-
been a while. Yeah,
2000.
over a decade.
12?
Yeah. I put a lot of people on to that.
yeah. Do you
Way
feel-
before I could afford it,
Yeah.
I was buying it.
Yeah, I know you've been on a Bond, and I know a lot of people is like in love with what it's called
Baccarat.
Yeah,
Baccarat smells good.
Yeah.
Smell good.
I just one of them
Everybody
people
smell
like
like
once
it.
I'm on my
Everybody smell
shit,
like it.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to. I'm not
and
switching just
and I
because.
think that's for me too. I've always wanted to. I'm always stay in my lane, but I also don't want to wear what everybody else is wearing too. So I like to.
There's
certain
multiple
ones.
scents of
It's-
Baccarat. though.
yeah. And it's so many different types of colognes that, the expensive ones, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But it is like you said, it's some ones in them that 80 to 100 that's really good.
Really good
I
stuff.
mean,
Really
if you
good.
like you follow like a fragrance influencer,
Yeah.
they'll get in their bag on
They
you.
gonna
And be
let
like
you know.
this,
They gonna let you know.
like they just somebody who does it professionally.
Right.
Like this, all I do. Like okay, it's like
Yeah.
talking to a sommelier. Like all right, we gonna know this. Like
Like somebody, I was watching something, and that's the one I got, Givenchy Pie. I think that's the name of it, and that really good.
Yeah.
I never heard of it till I saw it on TikTok.
yeah, for sure.
Nice
I've
bottle.
had so many over the years.
The Burberry
I
Hero
just-
is really good. Dolce & Gabbana The One. I think that's a good fall
light
scent.
blue.
Yeah.
Chanel
Yeah,
is a classic.
yeah.
That was one of the first.
That's a
joints
pretty
I bought.
reasonable price
Chanel,
point
yeah.
too.
Hey, man.
I love that joint.
I love a
JPG
Yeah.
can't go wrong with Jean Paul.
What's the one that look
Gaultier,
like
however you say that
I always say
shit.
look like an alien head? It's a silver bottle. I can't think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of it. It's not Paco Rabanne. It's not that. It's something else. But I always see it. Not Invictus. No, it's something.
I think there's a watch.
Watch. Yeah, it's something. I'll think of it later on. But I always want to try. But I think I do want to try this fall the Tom Ford one. I keep seeing
Tom
it
Ford's
keep popping
a-
up, and I think it's just time.
There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, I think it's time for the fall when it just keep popping. I'm like,
I ain't like it. When I
For
tried
real?
to smell it, smelled like a pool hall.
There's 800 flavors.
Yeah, probably
though.
the one
I
I
just go-
tried, yeah.
He said that. No, I'm
It
good.
sound
Yeah.
like it smelled like I wear gloves when I drive, like the leather gloves. Like it's a man smell.
It's
though.
a
Like,
man
if you
smell.
wear that, a grown one gonna
You
be
gotta
like,
put it on
yeah.
your skin though. A lot of those ones that are like that, you gotta
you
wear
can't
it
put that
for
on
a
your
day.
clothes.
Now, since we talk about cologne, nobody is gonna pressure you more than the rep at the store.
oh man,
And they'll corner me and like,
And I feel bad when I don't buy.
yeah,
I'm like,
because
damn.
they roll out the red carpet for you. Like this is what's going. This you smell like what you
Yeah.
like. They really cater to you.
Yeah.
I'd be back against the wall. Like I ain't even
All
come
right,
here
all
for that.
Yeah,
I just need some drawers.
that's all I came here for, man.
I can't even go now. My nose don't work.
Nah.
Maybe like, I be like,
When we went to LA, bro, rolled out the next thing you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this.
Bro,
gonna
I'm
get
over
this.
there looking at Bell. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I'm
to
going
do.
to get this. What she
Yup.
said? She probably like this. Yeah, let's go get this. How much that is? Okay, let's go. knock this
Yo,
out.
did. I remember that.
I had to stop buying cologne. I had just racked up too many.
Because once you get in there,
I ain't
the
even got no
bottom
more space. I got shit on
$500.
the sink now. I
Yeah,
can't
stick
even
to
fit
your
it in my
go-to.
thing.
Yeah, you stick to your go-to.
Yeah, and then I don't wear none of the
Yeah.
shit.
You said you just stick to your go-to.
try them out to the
Yeah.
gym. Going to the gym. Let me try
Yeah.
this.
What's your go-to right now?
I'm trying to think.
Right
on
now,
the tour, what I
for
was
me,
wearing.
it's probably Nomad, Fide Eye. I got Creed Aventus is a good like every day. And Bond Number 9 Centerpiece. Those are the ones what I have in my carry-on bag is Bond Number 9 Centerpiece, Chanel, and Creed. Yeah. Between those three, I can do whatever I need to. If it's like a date night, I'll probably go with like a 5-dye or Nomad, a little bit more of a pop.
Right now, in my carry-on, I got the Da Vinci Pie and YSL myself. Right now, them the two I got. What you got, Mel?
No, I just lost my Lafayette bottle to the suitcase, so that's done. I got to
sound like ask me.
Yeah, that joke spilled all.
It's a bad thing when that has happened to me a few times, but the positive of that is your suitcase will smell good for life.
Yeah.
I lost one in my in like my backpack, so now all my notebooks and shit, everything smells great.
Yeah.
Good problem.
I try that.
I pulled my notebook out early. I was writing some my to-do list. I was like, damn, this sure smell good.
I was like, man, come on now.
Come
on
I keep I got Shutter Home, Bond Number 9 Shutter Home, Shutter Place.
Hey, keep
that in the car.
Yeah.
Prada Sport.
Okay.
Prada's good.
Okay. That's
Prada
a good
Sport.
one. It's
Cartier.
so many good ones. It's so many good ones, fellas. So I do think you have to invest in a good cologne, fellas.
A couple
For sure.
For sure.
Multiple.
I really think
for the seasons.
For the seasons, ladies love it, fellas. Deodorant just not gonna cut it.
But do wear that deodorant though.
Yeah, definitely. With the aluminum.
With the extra aluminum, like we told
you
before.
Definitely wear that.
Capital L, aluminum.
Because let me tell you something.
Aluminum.
If you musty in cold weather, you are a menace to society.
You already met the biggest menace.
You a bad
First thing in the morning smelling bad is crazy.
That is crazy. You woke up like this. This is bad.
So yeah, they ain't put a washcloth up under the pit or nothing. Just
smell like all day yesterday.
Smelling like the zoo.
Armstrong.
Smell like allspice. It is hell. Did you say you smell like
Armstrong?
You definitely smell like you're back in high school. Ew.
That's crazy.
Oh man, yeah. I definitely, fellas. You know, I know some fellas like the oils or cologne, but I definitely think, man, that's something that you have to invest in.
For sure.
Definitely got to invest in that, man. It's important.
Your birthday's coming up.
Birthday's coming up, man. I'm feeling good.
You're getting old, bro.
34.
34?
34, man.
Unc.
The truth. Paul Pierce,
Definitely. But I don't feel it, man. Like you said,
this shit happening way too fast.
Because y'all know.
I feel like every time we sit right here, somebody's birthday. Like, you know your birthday coming up.
Because it's like when I turned 34, y'all right around that corner. That was like,
I'm done. I'm getting too old.
I'm getting a little too old.
I didn't think I would be this old.
I didn't think I would be this old. It's crazy.
34. And I always tell somebody, like, yo, we don't look like the 34 that I knew back. Like, back in the day, I feel like when you was 34, you looked 34.
Man, motherfucker's 34, though. It ain't
motherfucker's 34.
Yeah, but you ask that little kid, how old you look, he will say about 34.
Like, what up, Unc?
Oh, I'm getting called that Unc and OG and old head. I try not to let it bother me, but
shut up, old head. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, man.
Motherfucker called me Unc early in the comments. I'm like, I'm not I guess I ain't.
You are.
Hey, Unc be cooking.
Huh? You about to be, hey, my old head, man. Put me on, man. I'll follow you, OG.
But at least it's cooler though.
Yeah,
it's like a little better.
Yeah.
Actually, was Uncola. At least they kind of shortened and abbreviated a little bit. It's Unc's like, all right, yeah.
But you know what, man?
It's a cool older guy.
Yeah, I'm embracing it because I feel like that's a sign of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like to have that being called to you.
At least they don't say, hey, shut your old ass up. That's how we would have been. You old as
like, would you rather be called Unc or man?
People are like 23 years old right now, and they were born in the year 2000.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. My
niece
was born in 2000. I got a niece born in 2003.
And you can
just turned
drink
21.
alcohol.
Just turned 21, born in 2003.
You feel like, what? What you mean you can drink?
We was born in the 1900s, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh, man. So, yeah.
What you want to do for your birthday?
I think every year for my birthday, I love to just relax and just be around my peoples, man. So, 34 is still a good. It's a birthday. It's another year, but it's still, to me, it's like it's 34. I always say in the 30s and 40s or whatever, it's increments now. So it's either 30 or 35. Like the in between is like, okay, 34 was cool, but I may enjoy it because it's another year of being on this earth, but I think I look forward to the relaxing.
It's important to celebrate, man. Even like the small wins. Like I was thinking about it this morning at the gym. Like I said, to start the podcast off, things have been kind of up and down for me personally all year. Not really even that bad, really, but it's been, some things didn't work out the way I wanted them to in certain areas of my life, and things are doing great now.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta. Those moments help you appreciate when things are back on track.
Yeah, I look at it like when we. Like how animals shed, you just shedding that old the old self, and now you just learning
and it
something.
Just makes you like that's part of the game.
That's part of the game. That's part of life.
Yeah,
if you don't go through them Jones, that joke is not sharpening you up to be better.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying. You got to be better with
just don't keep repeating the same.
Can't keep repeating. Yeah. You know what I'm saying.
Once you learn your lesson,
learn that lesson.
Apply it.
Bro, that's
but don't learn that lesson 5 times.
Man, that's life though. Learning the same lesson. Like I feel like life will you be like, damn, I ain't learning nothing fucked up. All right, I almost got it right.
Not quite.
I think I'm ready for that one. Now didn't happen. Like, all right, I'm good. Now I'm good. But it take humans
Sometimes
are so hard. Yeah, for sure.
Especially if it's things that you are important to you.
Right.
Like my spending habits need to improve overall, and I think I'm working myself towards a better place with that. But that's just something that just always
you've been presenting to yourself your whole life in different forms. Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Hopefully, I can climb this motherfucking mountain this time. That's just what life does. It's crazy that it does that. Like it just knows.
Damn, it's slippery up.
I
had a conversation with somebody one time. We was talking about this shit when I first got into YouTube. Like, how do you deal? I was like, you just got to make more money. He's like, damn. You just told me I got to make more money. I said, no, I'm not talking about you. I said, that's how I look at the problem that you presented to me. It's like, in my mind, I was like, well, I just got to make more money.
Yeah.
So it was, this girl said she met with a financial advisor. She told me this. This was like 15 years ago now. But she was like, it's two type of people. Some people look at it like I need to spend less money, and then some people look at it like I need to make more money. That's how they look at it.
You got to make more money.
Yeah, it's two narratives. Yeah.
But if you can make more money and spend less money, you doubling up. And that's the spot I'm trying to get to right now.
Trying to get in that, not too cheap, but cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
just be reasonable, bro.
Yeah. You gotta. I mean,
until you really in a position where it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I listened to this.
Just be smart.
Beautiful interview with Colin and Samir, the two guys they've been doing YouTube for like 11 years. Now they interviewed this guy who created it's called The Algebra of Getting Rich or something like that. But he was talking about how he didn't have much money his whole life. He finally started making a good amount of money when he got into like his 40s. Now he's set. He said, I'm financially secure. Like the burn rate on how much money he got versus how much he spent is good. Yeah. So one of his principles was find your talent, not your passions. Stay disciplined and stoic. It was just like spend less than you make. And he was talking about how he invested $5 million into a company that he thought was going to do well. Yeah. The company went belly up, lost all of that money. But he said, it was fine with me because I only put 3% of how much I'm worth into any investment. Yeah. He said, but before, he was running a company that was doing really well, but he was 100% invested in the stock. Yeah. That company went belly up. He ended up being worth like $4 million. The company went belly up. He ended up being like negative $2 million. But that taught me about diversification. Yeah. He said I had to diversify just because I can handle different situations in the economy when they happen. But it was like a beautiful interview, and like just the way he approached everything is just like straight on. Yeah. Like straight on. I seen that. Yeah, that's just how he approached it. I'm like, okay. It's like, it's stuff but sometimes you gotta hear certain things a bunch of times. Absolutely. Or in like different ways with different contexts.
Or until you actually present, like, it's one thing to read a bunch of books and like you just listen to YouTube and then like when you got a bunch of money and now you got to actually do the right things with it. Yeah. Right. That's a whole different set of issues.
And people don't, and like you said, where is the outlet, or not the outlet, the information for that? Like, I got a bunch of money. How I'm supposed to stay good? Y'all told me how to get it. Tell me how to keep this shit too, and tell me how to make it better.
You
know what I'm saying? And enjoy.
That's probably harder than making the money.
Yeah.
Anybody can get lucky and
harder to keep it.
And make $2-3 million or whatever, but keeping that money, that's where the real skill comes in.
Like Moody said, keeping that money, making it grow, but also enjoying it. Because like you said, you still gotta enjoy this life.
Right, it's tough to do both.
Because you can't take it with you.
In the early phases of making money, it's tough. If you're either gonna be
on it or not.
Spending it or you keeping it. It's hard to do both.
Hard to do both. Or you can, or
I'm gonna figure it out.
Or
though.
like you said, you got a quarter you spent. All right, I had fun. Let me dial back a little bit. Then when I jump back out here, I
as
can
we've been
just,
talking about, like your relationship with money, we grew up in a scarce. Money was so scarce. So it's like we didn't never learn how to appreciate money. We didn't have money long enough to know to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because every
That's
time you
my
got
issue.
some
So when we
money,
got
it was like, I just came up. I think about like
It's
a
all-
lot of people in the hood and stuff, like their mentality is always, I got to get over.
Yeah.
That's how I come up.
Yeah.
Not like, how can I strategize this? So like I talk to like certain cousins and stuff, and I'm just listening to how that mentality is like, you look at everything as how I can come up.
Yeah.
Like how I can get over on this situation, because that's
Everything's a play.
right.
Everything's a
Because that's
play.
how I position myself. But it's like we never had money long enough to get comfortable with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So people that had money for so long, it's like it's nothing to us.
For somebody that just got some good money, like,
It's like
I need to do something with it
because
because
this
I
might
don't know
go
what's about
away.
to
Like
happen.
I don't know when the next time I'm gonna be broke again. So you move like that. You know what I'm saying? But it take time to have it. Like, okay, I done had this money for a couple years
know what
now.
it feel like.
I'm comfortable with having X amount of dollars. And I think that's the biggest mindfuck about having a certain amount of money is getting used to having that amount of money.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like you said, used to being a lot of things. Used to being people walking, like you said with Mac, like people being able to walk up to you, being used to that, being comfortable enough to accept that.
Right.
Because like you said, at one point in my was like cringe, like, what about all these people
Like
keep walking
you in
up
your
to me?
shoes today versus, let's say, somebody go viral and go crazy and gain 1 million followers overnight. Y'all two in that same situation is gonna look very different.
Gonna look very different
because they ain't been there that
You
long.
don't know how
Right.
to, like you said, they're not comfortable in that
Right.
in that space.
The slow and steady is the way. Like
Yeah.
it sucks, and you kind of like you feel it can fuck with you mentally, but it's the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steady growth.
I think it's just like the slow growth, not so much the slow growth, because whatever the case may be, but it's like the mental up and downs that a human have on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Like you might come into this day a little bit better, you might come into this day a little worse. Like that is like the mind fucks part of it.
I
You
never
know
know what I'm
saying?
gonna get. Like
Right, like
every day's a
like
little
dealing
different.
with like life is tough. Just dealing with the state of being human and your emotions that come with it.
Yeah.
You could experience the same day, like we got the same day that we had today.
Yeah.
3 days from now, but feel drastically different about
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like the mindfucker. Like, damn, like, and getting older. That's another mindfucker. Like, you didn't never think that you never thought about being 34.
Yeah.
No.
That's not something that crossed your mind ever.
No.
And like I said, like nothing changes but your age. Like you're still the same person you always been. Yes, you're
Absolutely.
smarter and you do different things, but fundamentally, this person in between your ears
Who
is
you are,
that same
like
person.
I always tell somebody, who you are at this very moment is who you are. Like, yeah, you might tweak it up, but some of your core values, some of your characteristics is who you are.
So the same brain is gonna be there when you 75.
Absolutely.
That's
The same
that's
brain
a
you had when you
mindfuck.
was 2.
Dude,
Like I
Yeah,
said earlier.
that's just it's like
It's crazy.
you really can't compute
Yeah.
it. There's no way to calculate
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? But things is just changing.
So that's what you said, like that imagination and all those type of things that you grew up as a kid liking. That's why some people still like it at this age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And some people that didn't,
They don't.
they don't.
Yeah.
You are
Like
who
I
you
never
are.
like
You
that.
are
Like
who
I
you are.
never
Like
was
what you
fond
like.
of those type of things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
And
And,
it's
it shape
okay.
you. Yeah.
And it's okay, man.
No, but it's crazy. I think it's just we can't really analyze it like being human. And I just think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's such a weird thing
Yeah.
to me. Like this, like you're in the human body, your body's getting older, you're growing mentally, you're
Yeah.
figuring it out, but it's just so strange to think that one year we was 10, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now we 30 something.
Yeah.
Like it's
And
crazy.
the-
How
yeah.
fast time is moving
Oh,
is a mind fuck.
It's
Man.
moving lightning
Like,
Like
speed.
I'm
hold
looking
up,
back,
like-
like it's 4 years ago was COVID.
Right.
That shit seemed like it was like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's moving at lightning speed.
And sometimes it almost seemed like it didn't happen. The way sometimes stuff is going right now.
How long ago it was, and then
Yeah.
kids even watching Loading, watching them grow up is like it's happening
boy, why?
because something
why
for
is he
them
one?
it's changing
too quick, bro.
so
Like,
rapidly.
it's
But for
too
us,
quick.
we don't look too much different from last year.
Yeah.
Nah.
That man's a whole new person, and
Yeah.
in a year to be like, and you just watching like 5 years
Like-
from now, like
Really watching him like talking, walking,
it's crazy.
getting taller. You like, whoa, champ, slow down. Like, yeah.
And then when they
think
grow
I
up, we gonna be
feel.
50.
yeah.
When he get 18, we gonna be 50 some years old. Thinking about being 50 is like one of the biggest minds.
That's why I gotta get in shape, bro. I gotta get my life together.
Like you said, because one thing.
Like, think about that though. Like, right now, everything you got going on now, throw 20 years on top of that. Ooh.
Be a lot wiser. Hopefully.
Hopefully I ain't decrepit.
You think we start late now?
Yeah,
Hey man, where you at, man? I'm just getting off the toilet.
You know the old knee.
But you know what? I
fucking with me.
don't think it's gonna be that. I think
No,
it's still
I
gonna
think it'll be fine, but just being 50 is just different though.
Yeah.
My knee hurt now.
My knee
It hurt to sit down.
Like I feel like now until that age, like every day is a battle, and some people are just losing it and getting fatter and fatter.
You either
out of
get
shape
better or
every
worse.
day.
You either getting better or worse.
It's like this. We're at the age now where you gonna have to fight for every single bit of health
Or
that
get
you
on
will have.
TRT like I'm about to.
Hey, whatever works.
Whatever works.
The drugs work. I'm
The
getting
drugs.
on.
Right.
That's how we gonna wrap this one up. Anything
Hey.
else? We good?
Oh man, we good, baby.
No, thank
I
you.
appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back next week. Make sure you guys hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. Tell us what you want to see on the channel. We got a bunch of dope stuff coming up. We
man.
just did Krispy Kreme versus Dunkin' Donuts. We did what we do today?
Chicken sandwiches.
Chicken sandwiches. We got tons of great content coming for you guys. Let us know what else you want to see in the comments, and we'll see you next week.